हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण। हरे
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण माता जी, दंडवत प्रणाम माता जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण माता
धर्म
जी,
प्रणाम।
प्रणाम।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, दंडवत प्रणाम।
हरे कृष्ण माता जी, दंडवत प्रणाम माता जी। Hare Krishna, all the devotees, Dandavat Pranam. I welcome you to the early morning short Bhagavatam class of Sri Radha Govinda Temple, Kolai, Bengaluru. And for and on behalf of His Divine Grace, Sri Ramanishta Das Prabhuji. Let us begin with prayers. Om Agnyatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. You will have to pardon me for my nasal twang. It's because of the common cold that I have got. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swami Niti Namine Namo Acharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Pradayine Gaura Pratada Abadaya Nagara Gramatarine Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pashyata Deshatarine Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakadabalam Shri Guru Vaishnavasya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagara Raghunathanvitasam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagara Lalitam Shri Vishakhanvitasya He Krishna Karuna Siddho Deenabandho Jagatpate Yoge Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्रीराधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरि प्रिये वाचा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. May I request you all to follow me? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
ओम नमो
ओ
भगवते
भगवते
वासुदेवाय।
देवाय।
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
ओम नमो भगवते
ओ भगवते
वासुदेवाय।
देवाय।
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
ओम
ओम
नमो
नमो
भगवते
भगवते
वासुदेवाय।
वासुदेवाय।
Janmadhyasya yatho अन्वयाद इति रत चार्थेषु अभिघ्नः स्वराट्
जन्माद्यस्य इतरतश्चार्थेषु अभिज्ञस्वराट्
तेने ब्रह्मरदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति सूरयः
तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति सूरयः
तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो वृषा
तेजो वारिमृतां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा
धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकम् सत्यं परं धीमहि
धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि
धर्मः प्रोजिकत्कैतवोऽत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सताम्
धर्मपूजितवोत्तरपरमो निर्मत्सराणां
वेद्यमो वास्तवमत्र वस्तु शिवतम् तापत्रयोन्मूलनम्
वेद्यं वास्तवमत्र शिवतं तापत्रयं
श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः
श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः
सद्यो रुद्यवरुध्यतेऽत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिः तत्क्षणात् निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं सुखमुखात् अमृतद्रव्यसंयुतम् पीबत भागवतं रसमालयम् मुहुरहो रसिकः भुवि भावुकाः नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमम्
नारायणं नमस्कृत्य
चैव
नरोत्तमम्
देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये
देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्
श्रूयतां स्वकथाः कृष्णः पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तनः
श्रूयतां स्वकथाः कृष्णः
हृदयन्तः स्तोयभद्राणि विदुनोति सुरस्तथा दष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया
नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु भागवत सेवया
भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवती नैष्टिकी
Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Uttamaste
Uttamaste
Bhavati
Nirvavati Naistiki.
Naistiki Bhakti is the ultimate goal of our life, and we achieve that by Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya, daily reciting the Bhagavat verses, understanding the message of the Lord, and thus praying and worshipping the Uttam Sloka, Lord Sri Krishna. These automatically removes all inauspicious things from our life. Okay. There appears to be some technical glitch. Can't find the. Okay, we'll see whether we can find it here. Right, so we are in Canto 4, Chapter 30, verse 34. Surya Prakash Rao Prabhuji, you would like to recite the verse first, right?
Aun Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranams Prabhuji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Tulayamalane Tulayamalave Napina Swargam na Punarbhavam Bhagavad Sangi Sangasya Matyanam Kimutasishaha. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Madhubai Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Tulayamalavenapi na swargam na apunarbhavam Bhagavat Sangi Sangasya Martyanam Kimutashishaha.
Thank you, Mataji. Chitra Mohini Devi Dasi Mataji.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Malavenapi na swargam na punarbhavam Bhagavat Sangi Sangasya Martyanam Kim Utashishaha. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Anjali Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Tulayamalavenapi na swargam na punarbhavam Bhagavat Sangi Sangasya Martyanam Kim Utashishaha. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Subbarao Prabhuji. Prabhuji, you are muted. Subbarao Prabhuji. Okay. Ayushi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna
Hare
everyone.
Krishna Mataji.
Tulayamallavenapi nasvargam na punarbhavam Bhagavat Sangi Sangasya Martyanam Kim Utashisha. Thank you
Hare
so
Krishna
much, Prabhuji. Hare
Prabhuji,
Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna
Dandavat Pranam
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji. Go ahead, Subbarao Prabhuji.
I was not able to unmute Prabhuji. There was a problem.
I could understand that. No problem. Go ahead, Subbarao Prabhuji.
Tulayamalavevapi न स्वर्गं न पुनर्भवम् भगवत् संग संगस्य मर्त्यानां किमुताशिषः.
Thank you,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Madhusoni Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
Hare Krishna Mataji.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। तुल्यां लवेनापि न स्वर्गं न पुनर्भवम् भगवत् संगी संगस्य मर्त्यानां किमुताशिषः। थैंक यू प्रभु जी। हरे कृष्ण।
Thank you, Prafula Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
Hare
तुलायां
Krishna Mataji.
लवेनापि न स्वर्गं न पुनर्भवं भव भगवत् संगी संगस्य मर्त्यानां किम उताशिषः। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। थैंक यू प्रभु।
Hare Krishna Mataji. Lakshmi Mataji.
तुलयां लवेनापि न स्वर्गं न पुनर्भवं भगवत्सङ्गिसङ्गस्य मर्त्यानां किमुताशिषः. थैंक यू प्रभु जी. हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Nagini Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
Hare Krishna Mataji.
तुलयामालवेनापि न स्वर्गं न पुनर्भवम् भगवत्सङ्गी सङ्गस्य मर्त्यानां किम् उताशिषः। हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna. Anyone left out?
हरे
Would one
कृष्ण
like to? Go ahead,
तुलया
Mataji.
लवे न बीन स्वर्गं न भो न गर्वं भगवत् संगी संगस्य मध्याह्नं किमुत्शिषः. हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Go ahead, Mataji.
तुलयामालवेनापि न स्वर्गं न पुनर्भवं भगवत्सङ्गि सङ्गस्य मर्त्यानां किम् उदाशिषः. हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Chitra Mohini Devi Dasi Mataji, would you like to read synonyms for us? Hare Krishna Mataji.
Can I read Prabhuji?
Go ahead, Subbarao Prabhuji.
कृष्ण प्रभु जी.
Dandavat pranam. Tulayama, we compare. Lavena, with the moment. Api, even. Na, not. Sargam, attainment of heavenly planets. Na, not. Apuna bhavam, merging into the Brahman effulgence. Bhagavat, of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sangi, with associates. Sangasya, of association. Martyanam, of persons who are destined to die. Kim uta, how much less. Ashisha, benedictions. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam.
Thank
Thank you,
you very
Prabhu.
much, Subbarao Prabhuji. That was Pranam.
Sorry,
Chitra Mohini Devi Dasi, you take it tomorrow. Is that all right, Mataji?
translation प्रभु जी.
Go ahead, finish the translation.
Krishna. Translation. Even a moment's association with a pure devotee cannot be compared to being transferred to heavenly planets or even merging into the Brahman effulgence in complete liberation. For living entities who are destined to give up the body and die, association with pure devotees is the highest benediction. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The great saint Prabodhanand Saraswati, a devotee of Lord Chaitanya, has stated, Kaivalyam Rakayate Tridasapur Akshapusyante. For the pure devotee, Kaivalya, merging into the existence of Brahman, the Brahman effulgence, is no matter than living in hell. Similarly, he considers promotion to heavenly planet Sridas Poor just another kind of phantasmagoria. In other words, a pure devotee does not place much value in the destination of the Karmis, the heavenly planet. Karmis means those who are doing fruitive activities, or in the destination of the Jnanis, those who are great mental speculators, merging into the Brahman refulgence. A pure devotee considers a moment's association with another pure devotee to be far superior to residing in a heavenly planet or merging in the Brahman effulgence. The topmost benediction for those who are living in the material world and are subjected to the repetition of birth and death, that is transmigration, is association with pure devotees. One should search out such pure devotees and remain with them. That will make one completely happy, even though living within the material world. This Krishna consciousness movement is started for that purpose. A person who is overly affected materially may take advantage of this movement and become intimately associated with it. In this way, the confused and frustrated inhabitants of the material world may find the highest happiness in association with devotees. In simple terms, the translation of the verse and the purport depicts one most important thing, and that is association of devotees. Association of devotees is considered to be very, very important. Let's look at the material life that we all have lived for last so many decades. Whatever profession we are in or whatever vocation we are in, we always find a kind of association of the people who are doing the same job, same business, or same profession. They get together and form a formal academy, association, or society, whatever name you give. For an example, if I am an orthopedic surgeon, we have a nice American Academy of Orthopedic Surgery. Why do people do that in material world? There are several reasons. Of course, the first and the foremost reason is that birds with the same feathers sits together. In other words, when you are in a particular business or particular vocation or a profession, more or less the thinking process becomes very similar to each other, and thus associating with them always gives pleasure and solves many issues and problems. It also helps you and exchange your knowledge that each of you have gathered during the working process. It also helps you better understand and understand the nitty-gritty and intricacies of the trade or the profession. It helps each other to progress. One helps the other, and thus the teams are made, and the teams always progress faster than any single person. It also helps you to open up the new avenues and making teams to do new adventures. This is what happens in the material world. Something that happens so nicely in the material world surely can happen very easily in a spiritual process. Srila Prabhupada has taken the concept little further and converted a society, Krishna consciousness society, worldwide to get people together who have the same thinking. I'll give you a simple example. When I met Namanishta Ras Prabhuji for the first time after 8-9 months of online classes, and I saw in one of the yatra so many people gathering together and as if they know each other for a long time, were introducing and talking so happily. And so obviously my question to Guru Maharaj was very simple, that people have come to know each other just today, and how come they appear like good old friends? His answer was very simple. He says, I haven't done anything. I have just brought the people with the same thinking together on one platform. It's really remarkable. Please forgive me. It's remarkable that when people with a similar thinking are brought together, they can create miracles. Not for themselves, for all the people around. This is the whole purpose of association. Mind you, we somehow give less importance to association. We somehow understand or feel that association is insignificant. But mind you, association is probably one of the most important factors that we come across. The other day, I was reading the first canto and just answering the questions that are there. We are in the first canto, chapter 6, in Bhakti Vaibhav classes. This was the purport of first canto, 6th chapter, 16, 17 verses. Various stages are described by Prabhupada. They are little simpler than the other way of describing the stages. The first initial stage is considered Shraddha, that you develop a liking for the Lord. Shraddha is something that has to be built from within. And once your contribution comes in, the peripheral or surrounding thing comes in. And the second stage, Prabhupada says, is sadhu sangha. And that is to increase that liking. So you understand the sadhu sangha or association of devotee, how important it is. Once you develop some kind of a faith or a shraddha, the next thing you need is sadhu sangha. Of course, then the third thing is the regulated sadhana, bhakti, Fourth stage is developing an attraction. Fifth stage, sorry, fourth stage is the coming to the transcendental faith, and fifth is attraction. Sixth is bhava, seventh is prema or unalloyed love for God, and eighth is surcharged transcendental unalloyed love that leads to strong feeling of separation. What I'm trying to say is sadhu sangha is very important. Association of the devotee is very important. In the instructions, we have a verse where 6 beautiful exchanges are recommended amongst the devotees. Could anyone tell me which verse is that? Surekha
Yes.
Mataji?
Dadati pratigrunyati guhyamakhyati pruchati bhunte bhojayate chaiva shadvidha priti lakshanam. Hare Krishna Prabhu, right?
Go ahead and give us the translation, Mataji. Give a small
So,
lecture.
yes. Dadati pratigrunyati. So, giving some gifts and accepting some gifts. That is, those are the two things. Then, guhyamakhyati pruchati. That is revealing our mind and asking from, means getting their gopaniya things, like their ways of sadhana or their ways of dealings with other people. So gopaniya, that is called. Guhyam akhyati pruchati. So you ask about those things. Then bhungte bhojayate chaiva. So you give them prasadam and accept their prasadam as well. These are the 6 activities which increase our love for each other. Shadvidha Priti Lakshanam.
Thank you, Mataji. Surekha Mataji, wonderful. Thank you very much. These are
Hare
the
Krishna,
6 loving exchanges that we do amongst the devotees. Each one of you must have felt the way I have felt. When we start our yatra on the day 1, you start feeling very comfortable and as if you have come home, where actually you have come to a place unknown to you. This is simply because you have so many devotees and you are not worried about them because you know exactly how they would behave. You are always this is a human behavior that we feel most comfortable when we get the expected behavior from our surrounding. We are most uncomfortable when we do not know what kind of a response or behavior we would get from the surrounding or from the opposite party. The moment people come together in Krishna consciousness, they are all very, very comfortable. I have heard few of the senior devotees explaining to me that whenever you are in trouble, trouble is always the mental trouble that comes first. The physical troubles, we all know how to deal with it in this material world. But mental stress or mental issues or the troubles, you call it, or options, you run to a devotee whom you know and love the most, and that becomes kind of a shelter. All the troubles disappear, and that's why we go to our spiritual master. That's why we are known as aspirers. We are seeking shelter, and then ultimately we take our spiritual master and our guru and Lord Krishna for us. So it is the devotees and their association which is so significant, and it is always undervalued. But that one significant factor keeps you continuously going on a spiritual path, which though appears very bright, is a repetitive process. and still doesn't get you bored with it and keeps you going. It doesn't allow you to fall. It is because of those shoulders of so many devotees which keeps you up and about. Each one of you must have different kind of experiences of association with the devotees. And I would love to hear if anyone wants to share their experience, if anyone has it. You can raise your hand and we can hear them one by one. Whatever the experience, mind you, something that you feel most unimportant becomes very important for few people. Yes, do you have the experience?
Prabhuji, we are having only online experience, and the
Yes.
devotees, you are one of such devotees for us.
Okay, Prabhuji, go ahead with your experience.
So, when we hear you, for example, in this Bhagavatam class, or when we hear Prema Kishori Mataji, that vibration keeps us spellbound for that situation, for that period, and it carries with us for some time. That makes us interested to go through the book of Bhagavatam and read and keep it with us where we can apply. So this sort of environment, suppose the whole day again goes mechanically with the work and stress and family matters, etc. Again, we wait for a morning to recharge. It's something like charging a cell phone.
Yes, Prabhuji, I think this is wonderful experience and wonderfully explained so nicely, charging up a mobile phone. I share the same experience and I feel the same in the Early Morning Association. That's why I make sure that I attend this class with all of you devotees, Prema Kishori Mataji, and sometimes Pranjitane Prabhuji. But then this association of all of you helps us pass through a day and begin a day with a wonderful association. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Sujata Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Mataji, Prabhuji, this class will be very interesting. Sometimes we can't attend this class, so the whole of the day we keep like feeling I miss something, like that. So it's good that you put that recording in the WhatsApp. In the same way, Prem Kishori Mataji's class also, if you can put in WhatsApp that recording, so we can hear. And it is very informative and very knowledgeable. We are not that very senior devotees, but whatever you give information and all, like we can apply in our daily life, and we change so much the way we look at everything. Our life will be somewhat, it is changed, and we can change our neighbors or children or whomever. It's very nice, Prabhuji, your class, and then Prem Kishori Mataji's. It's very wonderful. I like to hear her class very much, Prabhuji. Like it changes a lot in our daily life.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you very much, Mataji. In fact, we are in a process, and I was just going through all the recordings viewership, and I think I have convinced Prema Kishori Mataji that the average viewership is somewhere between 55 to 70. And if you look at the class attendance, they are roughly between 35 to 45. And so certainly few other people who are probably your friends or some other devotees, and some of the devotees may be listening to it twice or thrice. So it's very important that we continue with the recordings, and I'm sure Prema Kishori Mataji will find out the solution, and she will also post the recordings. this was a trial base that we had started, and it seems working out very well. So then we are trying to now make it formal, and every day there would be a recording by about 8 o'clock in the morning. So if you miss the class, you can always go through it. I think it's very, very important. It happened to me 3, 4 years ago that I used to love to find the recording. Sometimes even after attending a class, I would feel that I would like to listen to it once more. Many a times when we love some class, and some of the classes of Ramakrishna Mataji is so
Yes,
wonderful
Prabhuji.
and so
Yes, very
nicely
wonderful.
referenced and authentic that you would like to even write down sometimes. And this recording does help in that way. I'll make sure, Sujata Mataji, your message reaches, and then we'll see that we keep the recording as we have started something and we'll make it more regular. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare
Okay,
Krishna
thank you,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Hare
Thank you.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Prafulla
Prakash Rao.
Mataji?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you to all the Prabhujis and Matajis. Actually, I was wondering like that only, like Subarao Prabhuji. We are well waiting for this morning class, Prabhuji. One day also, if we miss na, then we are thinking that
Yes.
something is missing from our life. Actually, so I am so much thankful to you, Prabhuji. For so many days, I was not able to remember the first verse of the Bhagavatam, first canto, first sloka. For you only, I am able to understand this and able to remember Prabhuji. Always
Mataji,
thinking so
you
much.
won't believe this, but actually it was very difficult for me to remember first three verses. And that's why I put it up here so that we all can learn together and start singing. And I also learned along with you.
It's
Thank you,
really
Prabhuji.
fantastic, Prabhuji. First three
Thank
verse
you. Yes.
remembering is a very,
Yeah.
very highly important part of the schedule.
Yes.
Do
And
you
I am
made
so much thankful to Subbarao Prabhuji also, Surekha Mataji also. We are so much of to remember and to know from them.
Yes.
Thank you,
Some
Prabhuji and Mataji.
each devotee are specialists to us, and when we want their speciality, we ask them to come in, and they serve us with beautiful specialities. Surya Prakash Rao Prabhuji, thank you very
Hare
much,
Krishna
Prafulla
Prabhuji.
Mataji. Thank you for your feelings. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Some of our devotees have revelations very excellent. We are also very happy to this. This is first 5:45 class. Somehow, if I miss, I feel like something I have done a mistake in this day. So, this a good idea was thrown by our Sureka Mataji. Kindly see that recordings are there. Whenever we miss it, we can hear it. Second point is that this is my first experience is in Bundavanam, this thing, to visit to Bundavan along with us. That is very new to me. As you said, all through we were in, that I am a very senior executive, retired senior executive in bank, later on a chief auditor of some firm for 30. See, that from that, totally different. Engaging that, I felt so much, see, especially I met you there, Vrindavan, in the first my meeting is was with you and so many others from the North India. They said, are you
Yeah.
Surya Prakash Rao? You are the Surya Prakash, because I was to be very active in this class, reading
Yeah.
sloka and
Yeah.
participating. Even Prem Krishna, oh, Prakash Rao. So that gives a lot of enjoyment. See, some people from the northern corner, they are recognizing me, this thing. They have given me, it's the impetus for me. I see, and that association of 5 days over because they satsang, they dance with Hare Ramakrishna and all those things, 5 days is nothing, so we felt so much. how अब और कुछ दिन है तो बहुत अच्छा रहता है बोल के
That's,
we thought it. Of course, later on we also met in Mayapur. We also met in this.
yeah.
Mm, that is very
Japuri.
much important,
Yeah.
Prabhuji Satsanga, that reveal
Yeah.
our Avti. And that Prabhuji has excellent, Ramaneshwar Prabhuji. He has arranged so many lectures also. Some great people, great bhaktas, that Prabhuji is and from that Brindavanam and Naham. Mayapur also they have conducted some lectures. Very wonderful association, Prabhuji. That is, I am really great indebted to the ISKCON Mangalore and Prem Kishore Mate and you and that Chaitanya, there's Prana Chaitanya Prabhu. Excellent revelations. We really enriched Prabhuji. Say, I hope that I will have, God will give me some more years to listen all these Bhagavatam classes. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandvat
Hare
Pranams.
Krishna. Thank you
Hare.
very much, Surya Prakash Rao Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna,
Association is
Prabhuji.
so vital and so important that we always start missing. When we start missing, it certainly means that it means a lot to us.
Hare Krishna,
Right.
Prabhuji.
Go ahead,
Hare,
Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I would like to share my sincere thanks to Premikishori Mataji, NND Prabhuji, for organizing all these things. I am the first batch student of Premikishori Mataji. I am very much proud of that actually. So much technicality, and today this some service I am able to do here because of her and because of NND Prabhuji and the great association it has been made, Prabhuji. So I take this opportunity to thank both of them actually here. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Uh,
Raghuji, I think there has to be a beautiful connection in between all of us, and that is from the past life. That is why I feel that we all are together here. This is a beautiful start of the day. Even if half the people have not met here, but I still feel like that we know each other so well. And that's a beautiful devotees association. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Anjali Mataji. Association is very important, and I think we should nourish and nurture the association well and keep each other in touch with each other as well. As we expand further and further, we certainly will have more association and more fruitful exchanges as well. Madhumai Mataji.
Hey Krishna Prabhuji, I am so grateful to all of you. And I started attending this class of right from Namanishta Prabhuji when he was taking at 5:45, 15 minutes classes. And I was hooked into it. And then in the middle, it was stopped. And then Prem Kishori Mataji started, and you, Prabhuji, and Pran Kishore Prabhuji. I can't, avoid this class. I somehow, it is so invigorating in the early morning hours after finishing 16 rounds and after attending the Mangalarati, and the whole thing we get surcharged. All the Prabhujis have told other Prabhujis, but I cannot miss this Prema Kishori Mataji's class and your class, and these morning hours is so important for me, becoming important for me, and so many things which we could not understand. It's we are understanding it very easily and comfortably, and that is taking us far and far for thinking more and more throughout the day about what class is taken tomorrow morning, what they are going to take. Just have a glance, and next day, previous day, what they have taken. This all is becoming so important. And this association, offline association also, when we had the first the yatra in Mayapura, I was just expecting, I have to meet. I had not met anybody. Oh, I have to meet all these people. That was the one. And when we met, it was so much affecting for the association, so much, I can't electrifying situations. So like in Mayapura, even in Vrindavana, or all the other places which Prabhuji has taken, and we have gone all the association these Tirtha Yatras, and that's keeping us in a very nice way, and I'm very much thankful to you, Prabhuji, for all these things, and Namanishta Prabhuji also. Hare Krishna. It happened in such a way that 5:45 classes, I used to start my Ekadashi, Bhagavad Gita, we do the in Bhakti Vriksha, 18 chapters reading every Ekadashi, and then I used to start at 5:30 in the morning, and then the classes used to, I'm not able to attend the class. Then, it so happened now I changed the timings only, so that I can't miss this. So I changed it to 6:30. So this has happened. And also one of the other classes which I attend, we read in the Bhagavatam in the afternoon hours, 3 to 4:30 in temple line. And one of the devotees asked me why the classes are not recorded in these 4-5 days. He questioned me in the 5:45 class morning. He used to glance this. He used to go through this recording in the this 5:45. So I had to explain him. Yesterday I told him, Prabhuji, 3-4 days they have not recorded somehow. Mataji must have forgotten. And that's what I told him. And then yesterday it's recorded. So he says he is regularly viewing these, and when he's leisure time. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. So these things are happening, and we are all thankful to you, Prabhuji, very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you very much, Mataji. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, but I share the same feelings as you are sharing. We all
Hare
are
Krishna,
in the
Prabhu.
same boat. Yes,
Hare Krishna,
Chitra
Prabhu.
Mohini Devi Das. Go ahead, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Go ahead, Mataji. Go ahead, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. So,
Chitra Mohini Devi Dasi ji, please go ahead.
myself, Prabhuji.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Pranam, Prabhuji. I used to attend the classes before, but it was not regular, Prabhuji, due to some problems. And now I have joined, and though it is a japa time for me, but still I find that I should attend this because my mind gets fresh up by these classes, especially the timings you have chosen 5:45, 6:30.
Yes.
So working out very nicely for me, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much for joining us and remaining with us. Thank you. It means a lot to us, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Prabhu,
Mataji,
just
go ahead.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu, yesterday's recordings I have put in the WhatsApp group already. And just now I put it. Second thing I wanted to just tell that many months ago I asked Prem Kishori Mataji. She was saying that our viewership is only means the devotee is only 35 to 40, 50 sometimes. That is limited. That is stagnant now. So I told her that our link is not shared in many WhatsApp groups. It is nowhere there. So I told her that if this link is shared, then many people would like to join. So she said, okay, then take it up with Aishwarya Mataji. So I asked Aishwarya Mataji that this link should be circulated in other groups as well, so that many people would like to join here. She said yes, but
Mataji, in our group they are sharing, Mataji. In our Telugu language groups, there are 4 or 5 is there. Bhagavata Sampurna, the Krishna reading
here,
books, all those say.
in
Some of the,
Hindi
as
or
you said,
English,
maybe in some other groups of other languages they are not sharing. It's a very good.
Yeah, in Hindi and English I have never seen it.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Hindi
That's
and English.
Very nice,
Yeah.
Mataji.
So that one thing should be taken up, I think. Third thing is that yes, I have added many devotees, those who had requested last time, but still 3-4 people are now saying that they are not in the WhatsApp group. So I have noted Prafulla Mataji, Shanti Rupini Mataji, and HKP Prabhuji or Mataji. Their numbers I have noted. If anyone else is left out,
in fact, Mataji, in the chat, there are some 6-7 numbers. If you could kindly
I wrote down. Okay, I wrote down 3.
I mean, what I usually do, Mataji, is just select all. Just start the chat, select all, and then copy it on a Word file anywhere, and you will have all the record.
Yes, there are 3 only, Prabhu, in the chat.
Okay.
So I have noted them down.
Yeah, then that's fine. Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Actually, I am also getting settled. And we must know in detail the rules and regulations that prevail so that we do not harm or hurt or go a wrong way, because running an institution does require some regulations to run it uniformly. And now that I am knowing your point is very right, and will convey it to Aishwarya Mataji. Certainly do that. Thank you very much for posting Prema Kishori Mataji's recording. And if you could kindly do that every day after she finishes the lecture, that would be very nice. Hare
Yes,
Krishna
Prabhu.
Mataji. Thank you. You
I will
have
just.
been a backbone. You are one of the backbones, and you and other
No,
Prabhujis. And
Prabhu.
so
I'm
please
just
continue
doing my
doing
bit.
that. And yes.
How I copy it, I don't know. I'll have to write only these numbers. I don't know how to
No.
copy.
Take a
What you do
screenshot,
is
Mataji.
start the chat.
Okay,
You
I'll
will
get
see
a
the chat.
screenshot.
Yeah, you get it on your screen. Then click the right button. Then you will see copy and select all. Select all. Once you select all, then all the chat
I'm not.
is
I'm not getting copy only. So anyway, I'll get a screenshot.
Mataji, you do one thing, Mataji. Kindly take the screenshot.
Huh,
Open the
screenshot
chart.
I've taken. Okay, right.
Yeah, that is better, I
Right,
think.
right. I've
whatever
taken
you see,
screenshot.
We have
you can
limited
select
knowledge.
whatever you do for the examination. They print the questions on the chat, and then you select all and then copy and then put it on a Word. Similarly, do the same thing. Then you don't need to write the
Yes.
message.
Yes, I'll do. Means I'll add all
Whichever.
these devotees today. Okay.
Yeah. Lovely.
Yes, and
Thank you,
one
Mataji.
more thing. One more
Yes.
thing I would like to just. I remembered. Sadhu Sangha Sarva Shastrikaya Lava Matra Sadhu Sangha Sarva Siddhi Haya. That is there in Chaitanya Charitamrita. So
Yes.
means importance of association cannot be explained more than this. Lava Matra Sadhu Sangha Sarva Siddhi Haya. So we are very fortunate to have everyone's association here in the morning. We are really fortunate. Thank you so much.
Wonderful, Mataji. Even a little association of Sasanga, he says.
Yeah.
Henry
Lava Matra Sadhu Sangha
Love
Sarva
Mata,
Siddhi.
Love Matra.
Yeah, Lava Matra Sadhu Sangha Sarva Siddhi Haya.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. Kusha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. In this platform, I would like to thank everyone. I would like to especially thank Sureka Mataji. She's so great that in spite of her schedule, she has helped me a lot in sharing the video. It was very nice. And I like this association very much. And I have to disclose over here that when I started taking the class, 18 days class in 21, November onwards, I started taking. I was in a fix, like I don't know how to go about it, where to start and all. So I was just listening to Premakeshwari Mataji's 18 days class. So that had helped me a lot, and I had taken notes. Then the flow also I had taken from her. So it's so encouraging and so inspiring that when I presented the same thing in the class, the devotees also liked it very much. So from that day onwards, I have a flair for Premakeshwari Mataji. So,
Yes, it's a two-way street, and learning is always on both sides.
Yes,
and
yes.
Premakeshwari Mataji has a flair of explaining things well with the references, and she being in the Krishna consciousness for more than 2 decades, she has an extensive experience which can't be compared anywhere with anything else. So that flair and that helps us understand subject better. Thank you, Mataji.
She has delved, she used to delve deep into each and every subject. For me, it was very new, because, see, I'm a new one. So how do I go depth into it? So from that time onwards, I started looking into the depthness of the Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. So I have to thank her, and I have to thank you, because I started explaining things, or expressing my feelings only in your class, Prabhuji. So that's it's very nice, and I have to say, Prabhuji is excellent. The way he is so. I mean, I used to think how will I develop that sort of very soft spoken and very matured way of handling things. So really great. The Sadhu Sangha helps a lot. I used to think Krishna helps people to meet others, to learn something, not just go away. To each and every one will teach you a lesson. Now, it's not directly, you learn from it. Unless and until we realize that something is lacking in you, you learn from them. observe
It's
them.
so
So
beautiful. It's so beautiful. I mean, Pran Chaitanya Prabhuji is so calm and
yes,
composed. Even in the worst situation of noise and other things, he is calm and quiet. And even the
yes,
questions, when some questions are asked, he doesn't get agitated at all. I
yes,
haven't seen him getting agitated.
yes.
So it's quite a big role model, really. And
Um,
I mean, we are fortunate that we have Brahma Kishori
yes.
Mataji, Pran Chaitanya Prabhuji, Aishwarya Mataji, who are kind of role models for us as teachers. That's true. I
Actually,
agree with you.
Mataji, I used to, I'm awestruck, like when I see her, the way she explains, quoting here, there, here, there, and so I used to think, will I get at least one sloka a day, like to explain when I am explaining to my devotees? Will Krishna will help me to remember the slokas? So I used to think because she quotes from here, there, and all. So I will note it down and then I will look into it. How will I do it?
It's quite surprising, but I have
Yes,
realized one thing, that it's ultimately Krishna who is speaking, and you are
yes,
simply a messenger.
yes,
And that
yes.
feeling comes time and again to me. So many a times I get surprised when someone else says that you have spoken this, and I go and listen back. And
Mm.
so it's really Krishna's vision, Krishna's mercy that we all are enjoying. But anyway, we are enjoying the association, that is most
Thanks a lot
important.
for the sadhu sangha. Other apart, without this, I don't think we'll be able to progress in the spiritual side. Not talk to
No,
people
no.
regarding this. And now we know, like whom to talk and whom not to talk, what to talk and what not to talk, and all we learn about it. So thanks, Surika Mataji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji, for everything that you are sharing. Thank you,
Thank you,
Prabhuji.
Mataji, and all
Thanks for the
glories
sadhu
to
sangha.
Srila Prabhupada. Thank you. Thank you. If there are no further questions, I think we have overrun the time. We all feel nicely well, so I'm very happy. And all the messages will be conveyed, and we'll try and see that all the shortcomings are covered up. Sujata Mataji, you have something else to say?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I recently, maybe some 2-3 years, I'm joining this class because morning my children are not out there. I have to pack food and all that. So, Prabhuji, I didn't attend Prem Kirishori Mataji's 18 days class. I attended Shobha Mataji, Shobha Mataji class, Bhagavad Gita 18 days class.
Okay,
So
so you
I
would
like.
like to attend?
Prem Kishori Mataji's 18 days class, I would like to attend, sir. Like, if it is it's very effective, I know, so that I can share to my relatives or whom I can share.
Certainly, I'll try and find out, and if there are certain classes, I'll send you the message.
I
We
think
are
she
the
doesn't
people
take
who
it.
actually,
I
and
don't
that's
think
what
she
I,
takes the 18 days class now.
so
Yeah.
in fact, we are the people who actually began with her only some 5 years ago, and we got stuck with her. So, I mean, she always keeps telling, don't idolize me, and we idolize her anyway. But I'll tell you if I get any more messages. Certainly, I'll do that. Hare Krishna.
Okay.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna.
Prabhuji. You get the
Hare
recordings.
Krishna.
I watched the
Yes.
recordings and only learned, Prabhuji. You get the recordings.
Most certainly. Most certainly.
ISKCON Mangalore. ISKCON Mangalore, Prabhu Kishori Mataji. 18 days class. If you just click it, you will get it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you get it.
Okay,
See,
thanks.
I watched
Okay.
because I didn't attend. My first class was only in 2021. Not Prema Kishori Mataji. My Mataji is Dharneshwari Mataji. Yeah.
Okay, then we are run
Okay,
short of
thank you,
time.
Mataji.
Thank you very much.
Prabhuji,
Yes.
if you don't mind, can I ask you, like morning you share the slokas, no? It's like a notebook. I mean, as if you have written in a notebook. Where do we get that such clippings?
Then I
You
got
made
it from somewhere else, but I'll try and find out from that devotee.
in
And
English.
then, Yeah, in
I
English.
don't know
Then
Hindi,
I'll put it on
Prabhuji.
the WhatsApp. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know Hindi. Like
No,
you
it's
can.
available in English also.
Okay. I would like to have it, Prabhuji. Sorry if
Sure.
I had given you trouble.
No problem. Remind me if I forget. But I'll
Yeah.
try.
You can share it in the group, Prabhuji.
Sure. I'll do
Okay.
that.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna,
Dandavat
everyone,
pranam,
all the
Prabhuji.
devotees. Hare Krishna, Dandavat pranam.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna,
Krishna Prabhuji,
Prabhuji. Thank you.
Dandavat
Thank you so
Prabhuji.
much.
Thank you
Dandot
so much
pranam.
for
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat
Hare
pranam.
Krishna everybody. Dandavat
Pranam.
pranam.